Hi guys. So ouch. Okay, so I'm just gonna film really quickly today. Where which month? April. So in April I'm gonna post a video, a more like serious video, if I could say it like that. That I'm gonna film with my camera and everything, and I'll film it and post it on Patreon. But for now I'm just gonna film somehow a raw emotion video sort of thing. Exactly what I used to do on YouTube a few years, maybe. Yeah, sure, a few years, but also just, yeah, a few years back actually. Um, it's actually very strange for me to think that I used to post this kind of video on YouTube. Um, I mean, my old raw emotion videos and everything, they're still up, so everyone can see them, can watch them. Um, and I don't regret doing them. I really don't. And just overall, 95% of the feedback and response that I got to those videos were usually super, super positive and humbling and heartwarming. And I think that for me and also for you, I mean, for people watching my videos, it was a very like powerful thing in a way to feel connected to someone that you don't really know and to relate to one another. It's something I really cherish and I really value. And to be frank and honest, that's something I'd like to do a lot more on YouTube. But yeah, honestly, this is not something I could see myself posting on YouTube anymore. Like, really not. So I'm sick and I am at home. I've been sick for about 3 days, so nothing serious. Don't worry, guys. But it's making me feel a bit tired. I can't really eat. So yeah, it's not super nice. Yesterday I went to work though, even though I was sick, and I was at work for like 7 hours, including 4 hours of teaching. It was exhausting. And this morning when I woke up, I woke up through the night because I was sick. And yeah, this morning I didn't feel better, so I'm not going to work today. Um, and it's a beautiful day. It's super sunny outside. It's just a shame to be inside when it's so beautiful outside, but I don't feel good enough to go out. Um, and I don't know why, but not to work, but when I was at uni, isn't that weird? Whenever I skipped classes, because I didn't want to go, because I felt lazy or whatever, I didn't really feel guilty. But whenever I could not attend school, like uni, for a reason, like I was sick, I had an appointment or something, I felt very guilty. And today I feel very guilty that I'm not working, especially because the students, they're kind of like relying on me. So, yeah, but I can't really go out. um, and I guess I just wanted to make this video because I've been battling today. A feeling of I would say it's actually three distinct emotions mixed. I would say there's a bit of sadness, there's a bit of emptiness, and there's a bit of anxiety looking at this emptiness. Um, I've talked about it before. I've talked about how, the competitive exams and work and everything. I've talked to you about how I feel very low and very down, and how it's been the case for, a few months now. I've been kind of open about this, but it's always very tricky for me to really open up about that because I just don't want to give a false impression, a wrong impression. I don't want to make it sound like I'm complaining or whining or anything like that. It's very difficult to open up about those things because I always fear that people are gonna misunderstand me or people are gonna, assume things. And yeah, but at the same time, keeping it inside of me is really difficult. I'm not opening up about that to my family because I don't want to worry them. I'm talking about it a little bit with my friends, but I don't really think they understand completely, and they're very caught up in their own lives. Some of my friends are like buying flats. Some of my friends are like traveling and living the life, and I'm here stuck in Paris on my own, struggling financially, struggling with the future, trying to desperately hang on to dreams and feeling like I'm really losing and wasting my time. And therefore I don't have money to go see my therapist or any therapist for that matter. And I don't feel like going anyway, even if I could find another one that's cheaper or affordable. I just don't feel like opening up to someone new and doing all the work, like explaining everything I have to explain to my first therapist. So I'm just left with the internet, I guess. And sometimes I really wonder, like, is it normal to just open up so much online? Is it like a normal thing that we do, our generation, to communicate so much online and to share so much of your personal feelings? And what does it say about you if you're sad and you feel the need to tell that you're sad? It's not that I'm sad. My situation, my state of mind, and my mental health are different from sad. But just thinking generally here, I suppose. But yeah, I started the day. I was sick, so first of all, I guess this is a bit impacting how I feel because I'm tired. I can't really move around. I can't really do whatever I want to. So I guess that's impacting it. But yeah, I started the day sick, but then I read and I was feeling alright. I was trying to plan on scripting a video, and then I just, started feeling shitty, like you're not producing the videos you want to produce, your content is not good enough, the quality of your videos is not good enough, you're not editing them properly, your settings are not good, the light is not really good, you don't even have your channel is not even about something in particular, you are not giving or offering anything new or anything really interesting. And then that spiraled down into you're not even writing anymore, and even if you were to write, what would you write about? What can you bring to the table or the discussion, so to speak? And then it was like my PhD. You're never gonna do a PhD. What are you waiting for? You had so much hope and so many things you wanted to do. You're not gonna do any of them just because you can't fucking do this competitive exam. So stop thinking of this PhD. Stop. And it's like, it's really just super depressing actually. Saying it out loud makes it even more depressing. And to be honest, it's like when I was younger, I guess when I was feeling very low and when I was feeling depressed, I didn't have the awareness of it. I guess I was just living it so voraciously and so vividly, if that makes any sense. I was just so into the emotions and I was just so into life. I was so alive, I guess, when I was younger. Like 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 perhaps, that I felt the need to be active, if that makes any sense. Like when I was feeling so bad, I needed to take the anxiety, the sadness, the depression outside. If that makes any sense. And I was writing, I was creating, I was just expressing it. I was just living it because I had the energy to do that. But I feel like since 1 year ago, something like that, I just do not have the energy, and I just feel those waves of feeling so unwell, come and go, come and go, come and go, and the sensation or the feeling of emptiness and meaninglessness and just worthlessness is just so big, and so strong. And sometimes I genuinely feel like a little bit of a panic thing when I'm like, what should I do to occupy my mind? Like, what should I do to just go through that? But even when I kind of step out of this moment, it's not like it's over. It's not like I look back and think, okay, I was feeling this way, I was over exaggerating, or I was overreacting, I was exaggerating, or I was sad and tired, that's why I felt that way. No, I still feel this way somewhere deep down, and I still think it's very logical and very understandable that I feel this way. I still look at things in my life and I still think, no. But I'm just able to like cope with it, if that makes any sense. And I also feel like I'm such a, like, the person that I am right now talking to you, I guess, is so different from the person that's working, so different from the person that's making videos on YouTube, so different from all of those faces that I may have when there are other people around. That doesn't really help feeling entitled or feeling valid in those feelings and those struggles, if that makes any sense. That's a long video. I am gonna stop now. I'm sorry, it's a very boring and uninteresting video, but I guess, from the very beginning when I made Patreon, I was like, I'm gonna post videos, and I'm gonna post mostly raw emotion videos, so you knew what you were signing up for, guys. Honestly, I made this video mostly to help myself, mostly because I felt the need to talk to someone, and mostly because I think that maybe your comments are gonna cheer me up, and it's gonna be a way for me to deal with that, and perhaps a way for me to move forward and just try to find the way out of this situation that I'm in, or whatever. I know it's not gonna help most of you, but maybe, it's also gonna be, because I know that maybe if you watch my videos and stuff, you may think, oh, she lives in Paris, she's working, she's making YouTube videos, she's so strong and she has opinions and stuff, and it may seem like, I'm a very strong person and life is going smoothly, or at least in a way that's organized and satisfying, when it's not really going this way. And I want to be honest about it. If I could be honest about it online, I would, but honestly, I don't feel like sharing this part of me that's very vulnerable anywhere else but here. So, yeah. And I'm not gonna go into French because I don't feel comfortable talking about that in French. Anyway, I hope you're doing much, much better than I am, guys. I will be back with a video in French and a video in English on Patreon before the end of the month, and it's gonna be a more like a happier, more interesting video. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting the channel as always, and I'll see you soon. Bye.